So in this video, we are going to be breaking down Spain's incredible World Cup triumph over Argentina, the controversial tactics that sparked huge debate, Lionel Messi's emotional final World Cup appearance, and why many people are calling this a victory for football itself. We'll also look at the standout performers, the key talking points, and the reactions after the final whistle. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Gabby, well done to Spain. Argentina were an absolute disgrace.
Yes, last night, I felt like I won last night watching. I felt like football was the winner. Anti-football lost. Shame that Messi's probably last World Cup game was a game where his team didn't try and play football. Disgraceful tactics that have worked all through the World Cup. They've bullied teams. And last night, they tried to bully Spain and it didn't work. Finally, a referee who decided to give a few bookings. Could he give a lot more?
Oh, well, how was Paredes still on
especially to Paredes and other players, but at least he gave that second yellow card to Enzo Fernandez, who deserved to get sent off. Football's the winner once again, which is what we wanted to see in the Champions League, football being the winner, and also in the World Cup.
Yeah, that Enzo Fernandez, I've never met him. He must be a lovely bloke, mustn't he? After the England game, when he said he likes the English because everyone who cleans and cooks at his house is English.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
It's breathtakingly arrogant, to say the least. You know, I think he'll get a pretty hot reception at English football.
Every game
next season.
Every game. Just his character, his celebrations. Social media last night was absolutely buzzing. Spain winning, Enzo getting sent off was the perfect end to the World Cup.
Yeah, and I have to say that, look, I mean, Spain should have put them to the sword much sooner, but they don't have a focal point up front, do they? They don't have an out-and-out striker as such.
Yeah, I mean, if they had the old strikers that they had, like David Villa, he would have scored a lot of those chances. But some of the football they played yesterday, Spain, against a team that just wanted to sit back and try and nick a set piece, I thought they were fantastic at times. The one-touch passing, the one-twos that they were doing. And finally, Ferran Torres, great finish as well, Jeff, because when you watch it back, it looks like he smashes it at first, but he doesn't. It's a guide, it's a side foot into the top corner of the net. And I just think that was coming. I was happy because I thought to myself, please don't let Argentina get to penalties and win this on penalties. It was the most anti-football you'd ever see in a final. Didn't get a shot until the second half of extra time, Jeff?
Yeah.
Only 2 shots, 0 on target.
Yeah.
I think the XG that we don't even like talking about was 0.17. It was embarrassing at times.
Well, you know, in comparison, Cape Verde had 6 attempts against Spain in 90 minutes, you know, and Argentina couldn't muster a single one. And credit to the coach, by the way, as well, Luis de la Fuente.
Oh, yes.
You know, and look, okay, he's got an embarrassment of riches, but the fact is the winning goal comes when Williams, who he's put on as a substitute, knocks it back for Torres, who is a substitute as well.
But positive subs.
Oh,
you know, Laporte and Rodri taking them off. I mean, Rodri would have thought, I would have been a penalty taker. But the manager's thinking, this ain't going to penalties.
Yeah.
They're there for the taking. They're holding on. They're trying to bully us. Football was the winner again. So happy for Spain.
Yeah. And you mentioned Ferran Torres. After the game, well, of course, he was the match winner, but he was virtually speechless at being his country's hero.
Honestly, I can't believe it. I just try to enjoy, but I don't know what's happening. Honestly, I didn't think too much. I just saw the ball coming to me, and I just shoot with the power of all the Spanish people.
Yeah, Spain. Look, you look at the run they had to the final as well. It was a nightmare in terms of the teams they had to play along the way. Portugal and Belgium and France, of course, and then Argentina, so they've done it the hard way.
And what I love about them, Jeff, is you can tell they're a team. You can tell everybody knows where they're meant to be. You can tell that everyone makes an option when you get the ball. You know, you watch some of the World Cup, Jeff, and you see some players are hiding. If Rodri receives it, he knows Daniel Olmo's going to want it. Yamal might come short and switch himself in behind. Also, the 2 centre-halves, at all times, they're spare players. How good was Kabasi? 19 years of age. Laporte as well. You know, fantastic. Pedro Porro, Cucurella.
That back four, you thought if they're going to be vulnerable, that's where they're going to be vulnerable. But they conceded 1 goal in the entire tournament, you know, and as you said, Porro and Cucurella are both fantastic.
And even big decisions as well, Jeff. We talk about managers and on the big stage, and this manager's done it. Pedri, no one thought that Pedri would have got dropped for the last 3 games. It's no problem because he's on. at 55, 60. Everyone's together. Even players that have been dropped, they're not sulking. They come on, they make a statement. Fabian Ruiz has been very good this tournament. Pedri comes on, almost there. Other players are coming on. So I think it was a fantastic tournament for Spain, and it's basically set the blueprint of like how to play football. That's the football you want to see. People say it's boring, but it's a pleasure to watch when you understand football.
Yeah, well, look, I think there's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. It certainly wasn't the Argentinian way. As far as Messi is concerned, do you think that should be it?
I think it is it. I think if they'd won it, Jeff, I think he might have tried to maybe see how he goes for another Copa America, see how he went for the next World Cup. But to lose like that, and a lot of the players in that side are getting a bit older. A lot of them looked off it in that final. I think then Messi retires in the coming weeks. I do.
Yeah.
His tears as well at the end when he's looking at the crowd. I feel like, I think he knows himself, and he looked tired, didn't he, Jeff?
Yeah. Well,
he
was such a peripheral figure.
Yeah.
When the point was made frequently in the commentary, once Fernandez had been off, they were down to 10 men, but effectively it was 9 men.
Yeah, you couldn't take him off
because and we talked about the fact that Roberto Martinez is unwilling to take off Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the same thing applies, even more so to Scaloni and Messi.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there thinking he's contributing 0. If it was anybody else, he would be off the pitch.
Yeah.
But then Scaloni would never, ever be allowed to travel back to Argentina.
Exactly. He knew that, he's never going to take Messi off in his last appearance, especially what he's done for that country as well. But you're right, all through the game, Jeff, and that's probably I'd love to know the distance he covered, because he looked like that was not the worst game, but the game that he's walked the most in. When I was watching him, he wasn't doing a lot, and I'm thinking, is he saving himself? Second half, he's still not moving a lot. But then you have to look at it and say, he's 39. He looks shattered. And maybe that, at the end of the game, his tears, he looks at it and says, you know what, I tried to get another one, but now it's time for Argentina to rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, look, for my money, the greatest player that I've seen in my lifetime, for sure. Yeah. And I don't want to see him deteriorate, come back for other tournaments now.
Probably see it to Miami, can't you, for another season, Jeff? 2 at most, because of the standard over there, and then retires maybe 40, 41, I can imagine.
Yeah. Do we have to do this? Okay, Donald Trump.
Oh, no.
Couldn't help making himself front and centre of proceedings. He labelled this year's tournament, and of course he knows everything, doesn't he, as one of the greatest we've ever seen. He's never seen any others.
There has never been anything like it, probably in terms of an event, let alone soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, but I thought it was incredible. It was 4 times greater than any FIFA ever held, and it's probably about 5 times, actually, they're telling me today. So we're very proud of our country. We're very proud of the job that was done by everybody. We congratulate Johnny Infantino and all of his staff and the incredible job they did. But this was one of the greatest events of any kind ever held. So we're really happy that it did so well. And all over the world, people have come and they've loved our country. It's shown off our country in a different light.
Johnny, Fernandez and Paredes, they should form a band, the Not So Fab Four.
That made me laugh, Jeff. Was Infantino running around him like a little groupie? It was like, Donald, okay, there's the World Cup, and you bring it over, and you can stand there, and you can stay in the picture when they're lifting it. It was like, honestly, it was embarrassing from FIFA. And that's one of the letdowns from this World Cup. I've loved the World Cup, but FIFA have been a disgrace. And there's a lot of people that feel the same way about them.
Yeah.
Infantino, disgrace.
I've loved parts of the World Cup. There's a lot of things that I haven't loved about it.
Yeah.
From, people getting involved in the Balogun red card, to the ticket prices.
Iran.
To the hydration breakers, to the treatment of the Iranians, who I get are at war with the Americans.
Referee not being able to come to the World Cup and referee.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So when he says it's been 4 or 5 times the best event ever, just goes to show, he knows zero about football.
Yes,
won't comment on what he knows about anything else, but he knows zero about football. So,
do you know what else is nice, Jeff? They don't have to see the camera go to the celebs. It's like, there's Will Ferrell, and there's Kylie Jenner, and there's Beyonce, and no one cares. Really don't care, guys. Just let us watch. I'd rather see the players, Jeff, getting a drink.
Yeah.
Than see the celebs. Very boring.
Yeah. But well done to Spain. Absolutely brilliant from their perspective. And they lift the trophy. European champions, world champions as well. And of course, they'll defend the trophy on their own patch
How do you stop them,
in
Jeff?
2030.
A young squad of players, a manager who knows them from youth teams. How do you stop them? Players they left at home. They left Real Madrid centre-half house and at home, Jeff.
know.
That's how good they are.
Yeah. My only thought is that you know, maybe people will learn how to play against them. I mean, one thing you found is through Argentina, you cannot kick them off the park.
No,
Cannot kick
what I
them
loved is, Jeff, they didn't get
off the
involved.
park.
Laporte said it before the game. We won't get involved. We don't want to see. We want to be protected by the referee for fouls. And Enzo Fernandez, honestly, Jeff, like this guy, Paredes, like how did he get away foul after foul? 7 yellows I counted. Even after the full-time whistle, he's grabbing Garcia by the neck. He's throwing punches. Messi sat down for probably thinking like, I'd rather see my team fight by keeping the ball, not throwing punches.
Paredes, I mean, Fernandez has just been sent off.
I know.
And then he hacks down Dani Olmo on the edge of the box. It has to be a second yellow card. But the referee, I thought, did okay, but he bottled that quite clearly.
It's funny how they wanted to bully themselves into winning a World Cup. Embarrassing. Football won, thank God.
Now, let's break down what we just heard. So many people are saying this final wasn't just about Spain winning the World Cup. It was about football winning. Spain stayed true to their style, trusted their passing game, and never allowed themselves to be dragged into Argentina's physical approach. It was a performance that many believe set the standard for how the game should be played at the highest level. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching.